Have you guys ever wondered what round a super boosted bottom pathway tier 5 beast handler could make it to if he had the perfect map to play on? Well, dudes, in today's video, that's exactly what we'll be doing. But of course, as always, we need to jump in and create a brand new map specifically designed for the Pouākai. Now, the only problem with the bottom pathway tier 5 is I'm not exactly sure what the best map for the Pouākai would be. I think a straight lane map might be the best option. So we'll do our stereotypical, like, we'll have a line come from the left side and go over here, and then we'll have it come back and stuff like that. And I think that's going to be the best map design. Plus, it's a map design that we really haven't done for a while. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this map set up, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I'm done. Alright, dude, so we have officially finished our map. So I called the map Pouākai's map, and if you guys would like to play this map for yourself, here is the code. So let's go ahead and jump into the map and see what round the bottom pathway beast handler is going to be able to make it to. So as you guys can see, I kind of went with a Native American theme with the Thunderbird here, even though, if I'm not mistaken, the actual Pouākai, if I'm saying it correctly, I believe I'm saying Pouākai correctly.
Pouākai.
So hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. So the biggest problem that we're going to have with the bottom pathway beast handler is that, one, it can't pop les unless we have an MIB, and two, it's not going to be able to pop a Moab balloon unless we upgrade it up to the bottom pathway tier 4. So we need to save up a bunch of money, guys, just in order to make it past round 40, because we're not only going to need the bottom pathway tier 4, but we're also going to need a MIB by round 28, which is going to be super crazy. Now, as far as the bottom pathway tier 4 is concerned, I don't think this tower is going to do very well at all. I don't know if this is going to be the best map for it. I just wanted to choose a map where he would have the most time to actually hit the balloons, and I think a straight lane map is going to be the best path for him. But all right, guys, you know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of farms set up, and then as soon as I have a bunch of farms set up, I'll bring you guys back as soon as I can. I did a little bit of a Google search for the Pouākai, and it actually said that it was based off of the Maori New Zealand tribe, off of Maori mythology, I believe. So it's supposed to be like a giant bird or a giant mythological bird, kind of like, I want to say like Viking culture and stuff. So it's really interesting to see like how in depth like Ninja Kiwi went with like naming all of their different towers and stuff, especially their new towers. Right, so round 21, we have quite a few farms set up. I think now would be a good time to start going for that MIB. That way we can deal with camo balloons. On top of that, we can also deal with the lead balloons on round 28. So I think what I want to do is I actually want to get like a double discount village for this, so that way we save a little bit of money on the camo detection, as well as we save a little bit of money on the MIB as well. Oh, dude, we didn't even need to grab camo detection because the bottom pathway beast handler can actually hit camo balloons. But what I ended up doing is I ended up going for a triple discount village. That way we can save a bunch of money on the MIB, as well as we can save a bunch of money on the upgrade pass for the beast handler as well. But man, we definitely have to buy that golden eagle super quick, because our tower is falling behind super bad. Like, it's not very good at attacking. I think the bottom pathway is more of a support tower. That's why I don't think it's going to be able to go super late game. I don't even know if it's going to be able to deal with the bad balloon on round 100. I think it should, because this is a super long map. But then again, as you guys could probably tell over the past couple of videos, I have been wrong before. So let's go ahead and buy the golden eagle on round 27. That way we can have a little bit more popping power. And then I should probably grab myself a couple more bottom pathway beast handlers, to be honest. No, I shouldn't grab more bottom pathway beast handlers. I should grab more farms first, because we're going to need a lot of money. And of course, we also need to grab the giant condor for round 40. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to deal with the Moab balloon, because the tier 3 bottom pathway beast handler cannot target Moab balloons. So it's kind of a race against the clock to see if we can actually afford the giant condor in the next 7 rounds. I think we should be able to. I want to finish upgrading all these farms up to banana plantations, and then after I finish upgrading these farms up to banana plantations, then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a giant condor. All right, round 35, there's our last banana plantation. Now we're going to need $6,630 for the giant condor. All right, round 36, there's our giant condor. So we might as well start grabbing ourselves a couple other beast handlers as well. So let's go ahead and grab, let's just go ahead and start off with 4. We'll start off with 4 giant condors, and then we'll merge all the giant condors into this beast handler right here. All right, round 38, here's our first giant condor that we're going to be merging into this one right here, and perfect. So let's go ahead and start going for a second one. I want to go ahead and merge all the giant condors into this beast handler before I start going for more farms. Because as you guys can tell, the bottom pathway beast handler isn't very good at dealing with balloons. So I want to go ahead and give it as much of an advantage as I possibly can. And also, that way we can afford to buy the Pouākai as soon as possible. All right, guys, so we can afford to buy the Pouākai at any point in time. But what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and upgrade all of these farms up to BRFs. That way we can afford to buy the Sun Temple. That way we can Sun Temple boost our Pouākai. Okay, so maybe I was sleeping on the bottom pathway beast handler just a little bit, because the giant condor with the 3 other beast handlers merged into it is actually shredding these balloons. So maybe he's gonna do a little bit better than I imagined. Like originally I thought, like, man, this tower's not gonna do very good at all, but he is perma-stunning the Moab balloons. I'm kind of interested to see how well he does up against a BFB balloon and a ZOMG for that fact, or for that matter. And guys, I'm looking at this map and I realized I really messed up with this little like Thunderbird, because I should have put a background behind it, because it kind of looks out of place without something behind it, right? So I should have done what I did with the dino on the dino map that I created, and I should have like added that like brown background behind it. That way it looked a little bit more like it belonged, right? Man, I can't believe I messed that up, because I took forever placing all of these rocks for this Thunderbird, but it's just something that I need to keep in mind when I'm designing my future maps and stuff. All right, round 60. Let's see how the giant condor does up against a BFB balloon. All right, so wait, no, wait, actually, I was worried that I wasn't able to target it, but dude, it actually shred that BFB balloon. That's so cool. And we almost have enough money for our Banana Central. We just need a little bit more money, and there we go. So now that we have our Banana Central, let's go ahead and buy our Pouākai. Man, it's so funny watching the giant condor just like move the Moab balloons back over to the start of the track. It's hilarious. All right, let's go ahead and buy our Pouākai now. And dude, every time I see this bird, he looks so cool, and he's doing way more damage than the giant condor. So one thing I want to do before I actually like get into like placing down more beast handlers, I think I want to go ahead and start saving up for the true sun god. Well, actually, before I do that, I think I can place down a couple more beast handlers down here, because they're not going to be sacrificed to the true sun god. All right, there we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't fit like another one where wait, I think I can fit one more, and then we can go ahead and sell one of our beast handlers here. So let's go ahead and grab one more giant condor, merge it into here, and then we have it buffed up to 132. Of course, so when we grab our true sun god, we are going to be sacrificing these 2 Pouākais, or these 2 giant condors right here, but that's not going to be a big deal at all. All right, so unfortunately, I think I may have messed up a little bit, because I think our Pouākai is going to get sacrificed to the Sun Temple. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to, after I buy the true sun god, I'll have to make sure I have enough money to rebuy our Pouākai, right? Which isn't going to be the end of the world. All right, so we have everything set up for the true sun god. Now I want to save up around $500,000. That way we can go ahead and rebuy the Pouākai if it's sacrificed to the true sun god. But while we're saving up the money, I just want to say thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. That being said, if you guys are new around here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it really helps me out a ton. Also, if you guys have been enjoying the video, don't forget to hit that like button, because it also helps me out quite a bit. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward up into the point where we have a $500,000, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as we're there. All right, dude, so round 91, we officially have enough money to buy our true sun god. So let's go ahead and buy him really quick. And hopefully we don't end up sacrificing our Pouākai. I think we might, and unfortunately we did. So let's go ahead and rebuy it really quick. There we go. Giant condor. We need to merge you into you, and then you into you. A little bit more. Come on. And there we go. So we rebought our Pouākai. So let's go ahead and get the Pouākai max buffed up to 132. And there we go. So we have our Pouākai max buffed. So let's go ahead and give our Pouākai a homeland defense again. And then we also need to go ahead and grab ourselves a monkey sub. And then with this monkey sub, we need to go ahead and upgrade it up to the top pathway energizer to reduce the cooldowns. And we also need to grab ourselves the engineer monkey. That way we can go ahead and ultra boost our Pouākai. Wait a minute. We can't ultra boost the Pouākai. What? Are you serious right now, dudes? Can we permabrew it? No, dudes. We can't ultra boost it and we can't permabrew it. That's so unfortunate. Dude, how come we could ultra boost all of the other towers, but we can't ultra boost the bottom pathway beast handler? That puts him at such a massive disadvantage compared to the other beast handlers. I wonder why that is, because you can ultra boost all of the other towers in the game, even at Etienne and the other pathways for the beast handler. I wonder why the only tower in Bloons TD6 that can't be ultra boosted is the bottom pathway Pouākai. Like, it's not a bug, right? So I guess the only buffs that our Pouākai is going to be getting is the Homeland Defense, as well as the top pathway True Sun God, which is super unfortunate. But oh well, there's no reason crying over spilled milk. Let's go ahead and fast forward up until round 140 to see how the Pouākai does up against a reinforced bad balloon. Because I think at the very least he should be able to make it up until round 140, even though he's only True Sun God buffed and he only has a Homeland Defense to help him out as well. But then again, we could have a situation like the last video where I say I'm gonna fast forward and we end up like fast forwarding literally 15 seconds to the point where we lose to a bad balloon. That being said, if you guys missed the Megalon video, make sure you guys go check it out because it was a really fun video to record, and it was really surprising to see what round of the top pathway beast handler could actually make it to. All right, guys, enough of the chit chat. Let's go ahead and fast forward up to round 140. Hey, dude, so here we are on round 140. And I'm going to say it right off the bat, the Pouākai is really struggling up against DDT balloons. He's shredding ZOMGs. Well, he's not shredding them, but he's doing a really good job up against ZOMGs, BFBs, and Moab balloons. But when it comes to DDT balloons, I'm not sure why, but he doesn't affect the DDT balloons as well as he affects the ZOMGs, BFBs, and Moab balloons. On top of that, as you guys can see, he's not very good at dealing with bad balloons either. So I have a sneaking suspicion that when our Pouākai loses, he's going to end up losing to a big rush of DDT balloons. I mean, yeah, just look at those. Well, he actually did a really good job with those ones. But for the most part, he does a he pops them really slow. If it wasn't for our True Sun God, I feel like our Pouākai wouldn't be able to beat round 140, to be honest. Because comparing their pop counts, our True Sun God has almost 6 million pops, and our Beast Handler, our Pouākai, only has 15 million. So our True Sun God is contributing more for the Pouākai than it did for the other Beast Handlers. Which again is kind of expected because the bottom pathway Beast Handler is meant more for a support tower than an actual damage dealing tower. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do another little bit of a fast forward bit up until the point where our Pouākai will inevitably lose, because I don't think our Pouākai is going to be able to make it up until round 200. If he does make it to round 200, I'll bring you guys back on round 200. Oh no, we ended up losing on round 188. This is actually way better than I thought he would do. So we ended up losing because our Pouākai ended up getting distracted with these ZOMGs over here on the left-hand side. And a bad balloon like snuck straight through. I'm not sure why the Pouākai targets like moving back balloons over like the first balloon. Even though we did have our Beast Handler on targeting first, he still went for the ZOMGs over the bad balloon. Darn misclick. I wanted to check to see how many pops our Beast Handler actually had. I do know that the True Sun God ended up getting way more pops in this run than he did paired with the other two Beast Handlers, which is kind of expected because the bottom pathway Beast Handler is more of a support tower rather than a damage tower, right? But all right, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I do upload quite a bit of Bloons TD6 content. But anyway, dudes, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.